Today I am going to describe the chapter system of extraction and disposal of timber. This activity or this process is sometime also be conducted in the forest itself, right? Around the conversion site or around the felling site. Then, or mostly it is conducted in the sales depot or the depot. Those are maintained for this purpose. Sometime even in transit depot also. Okay. There are several systems. Those as per those the systems are disposed. These timbers are disposed to the purchasers, and uh, as we know, the system of extraction of forest produce from a forest and forest disposal afterwards are too many, basically they are classified under three main headings. Okay. Firstly, by the government agency, next by the government and purchasers combined, and the third system, that is purchasers alone may extract the timber after permission of the competent authorities. Okay. Now, what is the suitability of any of these all systems, and that will depend on the several factors. And first of all, the quality of timber, then availability of labor, capability and financial position of the enterprise. Uh, these all determine the method to be adopted, right? It is almost impossible to state that special system is the most suitable and most remunerative for any given set of the circumstances, or it may be sometime also depend on area, locality, and type of timber also, right? Amongst the considerations which must be kept in view before deciding on any system are following. Some of them are as following, right? Like maintenance and improvement of the forest, a fair return of the government to the government from that sale, then prevention of fraud and theft on the part of purchasers or sometime forest employees also, right? Safeguarding the interest of local population also, as there is earlier days, in the very fast decades, some forest area was reserved for local peoples also for their some activities like wedding ceremonies, like some other functions, large gathering function in which the fuel wood is needful. But nowadays, during these auctions, the local peoples may also take part with very cheap rates. Okay. Avoidance of unnecessary complications in that process. All the things should be very clear between purchasers and these buyers, right? Physical condition of the locality, that will also affect the system of sale. Then staff available in concerned depots or concerned compartment or concerned beat. Then capabilities and financial position of the purchaser, as the purchasers are small scale level, then medium scale, then large scale level also, and the systems will work accordingly, right? The extent to which any of these factors is taken into consideration will differ according to peculiarities of each case, like each species, each locality, and each set of circumstances also, right? Must be judged on its merit before deciding to adopt a particular system, right? Now we comes to various system of the sale of forest produce, and there are so many systems under which timber and other forest produce may be disposed to the purchasers, but these may be grouped under some of the following headings, right? These are two main systems: lump sum sale and payment on outturn. First, we describe this lump sum. As sometime we can say, if we think that that these vegetable vendors in your locality, uh, their rates for vegetables are very higher during morning hours, as the material is perishable, and when the time is crossing from morning to midday, then evening time, then they if they have very short material with them at that time during evening time, then they will say that this unweighed material, whether it is 1 kg 2 kg, they will say this is for 50 rupees, this is for 100 rupees, this is for 25 rupees, in very common price that they would like to sell, because they would not like to return their material to their home. Okay, and by this there is uh, no need to weigh the material, to count the material also, how many number of items are there. Okay, and similarly the timber is also sold on this basis, but that is not dependent on morning, daytime or evening time. This is actually quite separate thing, but the timber will sold on lump sum basis. These or this system cover all the system of sales under which a fixed sum is paid for the produce, whether the exact quantity, as I have mentioned earlier, of such produce is known or not. Okay, a lot of logs, an area of grass, a fuel crop, a lot of trees, those are marked for felling, may be sold under this system, right? This is the pattern of sale under lump sum method. The sale may be done by auction, tender or direct. Okay, in the same way the sale may be of some unknown quantity of produce. In this case, the purchasers usually buy the permission to collect and extract such produce from a specified area of forest for a fixed sum, right? The exact amount of produce extracted being unknown at the time of purchase, right? As I have mentioned 2-3 times here, the amount of the produce is not known at this time, at the time of purchase. Under this heading it is also covered the lease or a contract for extraction of marked trees, right? That provide the purchase price, that is paid by lump sum payment, and sale price is usually realized in the installments, right? As we comes to the next main method, that is payment on the outturn, and this includes the sale when the amount that fixed that is corresponds with the actual amount of produce that is sold or extracted, right? Here we have to fix the price on the basis of known amount, right? There are many varieties of this system, as the royalty may be on the volume, weight or quantity, and may or may not include a guarantee of the outturn to be expected, right? Method of working are closely linked with the system of sale. There are some more common method of working and sale in of forest produce. These are here, as the sale of a whole crop or area. It is sometime related to that lump sum sale also, and it consists in selling the right over a given area to a person or a firm, known as lease. Okay, to extract the timber or other produce for a fixed period. Lease value may be realized lump sum, as mentioned, in one or more installments or on royalty basis, right? This system is unsuitable for produce such as fuel and firewood, but sometimes suitable for minor forest produces like lake, grass, fruit, flower, etc. Okay, which can be removed without determinant. Okay, lease of the dead timber indiscriminately year after year is dangerous, as there is tendency to girdle the trees or burn the forest for this purpose, right? As the more number of needful trees would be available, during next felling, right? Deadwood privileges are to be allowed in the fixed crop for fixed season only, right? Then we comes to the next method, that is sale of standing trees, or in this method trees are selected and marked, and the whole crop sometimes sold standing also, right, by auction, tender or private bargaining. Sale may be lump sum for the crop or at the rates per tree also, or sometime per 100 cubic meters of standing volume, right? There is the obligation of contractors to accept trees marked under supplementary marking at stipulated rates. Okay, sometimes they do not want to purchase the tree by this method, right? A well-known variety of this system is the monopoly system, and under this system the trees marked in a crop are sold by audio. The price paid for crop is monopoly price, which gives the purchasers right to fell and extract timber therein only, right? In addition to monopoly price, the purchasers pays royalty on all the timber those are extracted therein. This system has the advantage that the purchasers are induced to extract the inferior material also and from remote areas, as they have already paid but half the value by way of monopoly price, right? Next we have sale of a few selected trees. Those and trees are selected on the basis of their appearance, as they are infected, damaged, diseased, okay, short height, stunted growth. These all are the basis for selection of trees under the peculiar selection system, right? And this system consists in selling usually by private bargaining or by fixed tariff a few for a few selected trees. In special cases of sale to public department, institutions, sporadic demand of local population, as also the sale of certain species for which there is no general demand except for a particular purpose or industry. Okay, a government sales by means the license or permit. Okay, most typical method is for an intending purchasers to apply for a license to extract material or timber or other forest produce of certain description in a specified area and within a fixed period. Okay, a fee being paid for the license and conditions noted on the back of the license. Okay, licensee deposit the license at the check post and gets a removal pass in place, that permitting him to export the material to their needful places, right? The exact quantity permitted must be numbered or mentioned on that permit, and the license or permit are in duplicate or triplicate also for this purpose, right? Next we have sales by commutation system, or it consists in the payment of fixed sum that once in a fixed period, right? Generally by several persons together for this purpose to extract the material in return for the privilege of being allowed removal of certain classes of forest produce at any time as often as required, right? This system should be employed only for minor forest produce like thorns for fencing, litter, grass, timber for agricultural purposes, grazing, and that too all for bona fide domestic requirements, right? Only and not for the sale of barter, that the exchange of goods or services in place of the forest produce, right? And then we comes to the next, and this is the extraction of material without previous permit or agreement. This is sometime this sale is done sometime at the spot decision. Okay, under this system any person may enter a forest and collect produce on which he must pay the duty at the revenue station on the line of export. Okay, by getting a receipt for payment in the form of removal pass, that is transit pass also. Okay, it is suitable only for the remote areas and where there are one or two well defined routes of export only. Okay, on which the revenue collection posts can be established, or without crossing them there is no permission to transport the material from one to another place, or that will be considered illegal also. Okay, and it is done basically for minor forest produce. Okay, and this is all about the system of sales or system of extraction of timber from forest itself, from forest depot or from sales depot, right?